Hello! I heard everyone here for Your Turn to Die. We have just selected our 4 people who are on the chopping block for getting murdered. The ones that are left out of it are now discussing amongst ourselves. Let us start by talking with Gan.
By the way, I've been a commoner the whole way, Wolf. Didn't get traded with even once, meow. My heart was pounding, wondering when I'd get past a bad card, meow. My roll didn't change up to the very end, Wolf. I made it through all 5 trades, meow. Meow. Trading requires 50 tokens. Sounds as if just anyone could do it. Token ranking, as I recall, put Cubetaro Hamburger in first and Guinea Bushi in last. Namagokora was also low ranking. Of the 4 candidates, I suppose Now was the only one who lacked the tokens to make a trade.
She got the death card. Poor Now.
There are 4 trades made in total. That ain't that many. Honestly, it's all a mess in my head. Glad we got given more time to sort it out.
Alright, so what have we got? 4 trades made in total. Made for all... Oh, I completely missed that. I made for all 5 trades. That's right. Cubetaro was completely unconscious when that final trade happened. So he probably still does not understand that.
Muscle Gorilla, that's wrong, meow. What? There are 5 trades, Wolf. 5? Wait, by my memory, there are 3 trades. Then I heard there was one just before the main game.
Oh, so that's not even the one that's unaccounted for.
I get it. You misunderstood, Cubetaro. There were 2 trades while you were out. What? That don't make no sense! That's our line, meow. Sorry, but nobody's given me an explanation. Well, that's on us. Cubetaro Hamburger, when was it you passed Sarah Chidoyan with a sacrifice card?
I love how he has not dropped calling him Cubetaro Hamburger.
In fact, did you have a sacrifice to start? Nah, that ain't it. First card I had was Commoner. I get it. That tells me most of the trades. What? I don't have a clue, Wolf. Why's that, meow? Because your friendly policeman made the first trade. What did you say? Who'd you trade with and what? I gave Sarah the Keymaster. Then what card did Sarah start with?
I have no reason to lie, but I was a commoner. First, I was a commoner.
You traded Keymaster for commoner, meow.
And I deepened our trust doing it.
Let's do a little sort out. In the first trade, I passed the Keymaster into Sarah's hands. In the second trade, what got traded? Someone's sacrifice and Cubetaro's commoner, Sarah's commoner, and Cubetaro's sacrifice. Probably someone's sacrifice and Cubetaro's commoner. Exactly. Someone's sacrifice was swapped with Cubetaro's commoner. And then the third trade, Sarah's Keymaster and Cubetaro's sacrifice were swapped. Yup, that's what it mean. Muscle Gorilla, tell us everything you can remember, meow. You have an obligation to properly explain to us the third trade. At the time, the third trade I was searching the first floor alone, meow. So I want to know the situation, Wolf. I shall tell you, the third trade occurred while everyone was sharing a laptop.
These trades, I better keep them sorted out in my head too. You can now sort out details of a trade. Neato. Do a save. Okay, let's get this all straight. Oh, look at this fun little chart we've got here. Top row of this table is what cards everyone had to start with. Those further to the right had more tokens to spend in broad strokes, at least. The next row is what
cards everyone had after the first trade. Below that is after the second trade, after the third trade, and so on and so forth. The bottom row is after the fifth trade, in other words, the rolls they ended up with. Of course, this is all guesswork. I'll rework it if new information comes up. Time of the third trade, I was searching the first floor, Meow. I was off doing all this stuff by myself, Woof. I wanted to see the laptop, Meow.
What stuff did you do exactly?
It's not relevant right now, Woof. I shall tell you, the third trade occurred while everyone was sharing the laptop. Remembering the photo on the laptop still makes my heart quake. But what's important now is that card trade. In the end, it was a mutual betrayal. Kyutaro Hamburger, despite being right there, he traded a sacrifice to you. Such a cold-blooded man. Don't speak of bonds to me.
Huh? Something strange there. Oh, reaction from Kyutaro. Can't see. Oh, there it is. He looks shamed.
I don't put any stock in bonds, but damn it, what is this feeling? Oh, betrayal.
And then let's extract from QTRO. Taro, why aren't you talking? But yeah, that's what's strange is that, like, he should have been there, should have known he was doing a trade, but it did not seem like that happened. Alright, so let's chat. Why won't you deny it, Kyutaro?
What?
I mean, you need a ring-up box to trade. If he used one on the spot, shouldn't we have seen him do it? What could he be hiding? Okay, get the mouse. Oh, whoa. That was strange noises happening. Oh, man. Oh, man. Keep still! Your beating heart! Alright, sweet. Be as silent as you want. It's no use. Spit it out already, Kyutaro. I meant to cooperate with Sarah, with everyone. But I got used for convenience. I'm pathetic. Pathetic adult. The third trade, my sacrifice being sent to Sarah. It wasn't me, it was So's doing. Say what? I don't know what you're talking about. So knew. He knew I had a sacrifice. And he did leave to go to the bathroom, as he said. So he did have the opportunity. What? When everybody was sharing the laptop, So was going to use the toilet. He went to use a ring-up box to trade my sacrifice and Sarah's Keymaster. That's strange, but, like, you don't even have to be part of a trade. You can literally just, like, hey, just swap randomly, you two. Don't know a thing about that.
Well, wait a second. He chose 2 other people and made them trade? You can do that?
It must be possible, huh? So you can say that with confidence? So, isn't it about time you confess? Tell us your real reason for sharing the laptop. Such a deeply suspicious individual, Keiji. Oh, this is neato. Here we go. Oh yeah. Discussion is stuck in equilibrium, failing to come to an agreement. Ah, good tunes. How about I hear the truth from your mouth? About what? Between the statements these two give, I should either affirm correct ones or deny incorrect ones. Kyutaro couldn't do the third trade. I was on the toilet, so I couldn't either. Alright, no, actually I think affirm Keiji, because we know that he wasn't there. Exactly, because he was with us.
The question is, how did you know of a sacrifice? Just rolling on ahead with this assumption that I knew. This assumption that I knew, huh? Did he learn about Kyutaro's sacrifice via hacking? Couldn't I just take a peek to do that? Probably deny Keiji, because I don't think he was in the hacking stage at that point. Try that? No, that's not right. That's so, even so could do such a thing. Is there any other way? Should be some other means. Okay, can I just take a peek to do that? Affirm? Precisely, you saw it directly. Kyutaro's intent was to negotiate with So, and as a condition for his trade, he showed So his sacrifice card. It's natural to think that. Such an active imagination, Miss Sarah. How about you use that imagination to consider what their negotiation was like? Kyutaro started to negotiate outside So's bedroom door. Huh? Were you watching or what? That's true. That's what we heard from Kana. Yes, even So's already recognized that fact. That's right. How did So react to Kyutaro's proposition? He must have let him in the room quickly and struck a deal. Not brave enough to let Kyutaro in. Maybe affirm this because he must have, in order to have confirmed that Kyutaro had to sacrifice. Try that. Right, he probably invited him in to talk. Hey, you don't know Kyutaro despises me. You do know Kyutaro despises me quite a bit. So would I really throw caution to the wind and open the door for him? Oh, maybe we deny that he wasn't brave enough because he had a weapon at his disposal. That wasn't right? Oh, I can't upset the balance. Deny. No, you are brave! Nah, I was trembling like a puppy. Miss Sarah, don't lump strangers in with weirdly powerful high school girls like yourself. What? What do you mean weirdly powerful? Alright, well that was not it. Affirm? And we're like, yeah, you weren't brave enough, that's why you had to do attacks. Exactly, you're frail, so you surely wouldn't have that courage. Is that meant to be a provocation? It's not working. Adults are too cool-headed. Deny. No, I'm sure So was on guard. Kyutaro had taken the laptop from him once before. So wouldn't let him in the room with no questions asked. And did they make a deal through a door? How amusing. I just thought of a way. Kyutaro slipped the tablet under the door. Wouldn't he consider I might betray him? Affirm. That's it exactly. That's what Kyutaro did to propose his deal. So must have been fairly wary of Kyutaro, who could have beat him using force. Oh, best him using force. So Kyutaro informed him that he was the sacrifice in advance. Not vocally, but by showing him his tablet. So you had yet another objective on top of the tokens in the Sarah folder. To control the sacrifice as you wanted. You got it. After the second trade, me and Kana were working on the escape plan. Then I heard Kyutaro through the door. Want to make a deal, he said. I didn't care to listen, but he slid his tablet under the door. There I saw it. Sacrifice. How brave of him to go as far as offering up info just so I'd share the laptop. What do you know? Sarah, you saw that 1F security footage, right? Well, it's the truth. I haven't discussed my first trial, have I? It was one absurd trial, I tell ya. They told me, set up the props used for the death game. Then it's true. You set up the cards?
Yeah. Of course, I didn't know what they meant yet. Once I found out, I knew Kai's fate was set. It's like I killed him. Kai took the sage card I just placed at random. That's why I at least wanted to get Kai's laptop back one more time. Such an emotional story. So that's what drove you to give me a whole 100 tokens.
100, Meow.
That's enough for 2 trades. Are you insane? But you left yourself enough for just 1 trade. How cunning, pretending to risk your life, but not forgetting to protect yourself. What a dirty adult you are. Say again? All told, you left yourself an escape route. If you were in a pickle, you could pass the sacrifice away from yourself. That's why I decided to act first, and send the sacrifice to someone else. To Miss Sarah, always thinking of her allies. Is that the truth of the 3rd trade? I was hopeful it might make you tear off your sheep's clothing. Why does he do all this to me? But you went above and beyond my expectations. Huh? The 4th trade was you, wasn't it, Miss Sarah? I don't got money. I'm poor. What do you mean by that? I mean, the sacrifice is what killed Joe, yes? I didn't have any tokens. I didn't even have enough tokens. I couldn't do any trades. No tokens? That's hard to believe.
Quiet, Loner. I was with Big Sis Sarah for a 4th trade, Wolf. So was I. Sarah didn't do any trade then.
Well then. Must have been an ally who did it for you. Keiji, you took the sacrifice from Miss Sarah, didn't you? He had middle of the road tokens, so he might not have even had enough for 2 trades. What?
What's the meaning of this?
It's really very simple. Oh my god, we're so devious. The 2 of them were accomplices. Ahem? Miss Sarah and Keiji formed a terrifying plan involving the sacrifice. Da-dun. He's just so evil. To achieve victory in the main game by way of said sacrifice. They schemed to escape by working together and having Keiji win the vote. I suspect the 5th trade that followed was Miss Sarah and Keiji making a bluff. They just picked 2 random commoners to have trade. Then you say Keiji Shinogi had the sacrifice? That's all a wild fabrication. I mean, the sacrifice I had was taken away by the 5th trade. So spouting nonsense to lead everyone by the nose. If my reasoning is correct, Keiji is the sacrifice, and the sage is Miss Now, perhaps?
I'm the sage?
He's like, this is news to me! Yup, so it may well be fine to have Miss Now die this time.
Wait a second! At the start, you said you were the sacrifice!
Yup, that was a lie. I'm a commoner.
No way. Then wouldn't you be in the same boat as me?
Huh, I see. Guess choosing anybody but Keiji is the same in the end. But let's vote for Kana, since she's the least valuable.
So?
Enough. It's been a long time since I've hated somebody this much. Here's a friendly little police report. I long since used up all my tokens. You want me to just believe that? So, you're just dying to say I ended up being the sacrifice, aren't you? Disclosure. Keymaster. Oh! Ho ho ho. Because technically he could have still... No, he wouldn't. He gave us the Keymaster. But this is certainly a possibility. Who is the Keymaster? Keiji or Kyutaro? I do not recall. Fortunately, I'm the Keymaster. Huh? What are you saying? Keymaster's Kyutaro, though. Legitimately sweating. Oh shit, it was part of a plan! Oh man. This game's so good. Looks like we got him good. Disclosure. Sage! My real role is the Sage. Kyutaro's the Sage? Ridiculous, that's impossible. It's possible, alright. And as the Sage, I'm making an announcement. Keiji's without a doubt the Keymaster. Oh my god. It can't be true. That's all. You're on the right track to think accomplices. But it wasn't Sarah I teamed up with. It was Kyutaro. Let's tell the truth of the fourth trade, shall we? The trade between Mr. Policeman and Kyutaro. Oh man, the music. First, when Soul betrayed me with the sacrifice, I went stomping around in a rage. When I heard what happened, I proposed to Kyutaro that we team up. And so, in the fourth trade, you two traded your cards.
That fourth trade was sure ended up punishing the loner now, meow.
Hold on. Kyutaro, weren't you passed out during the fourth trade? Ooh, let's do a save. Alright, let's extract from Geen.
Sure ended up punishing the loner, meow. I'm sure Mr. Policeman was burning with a desire to see justice carried out, meow. He used a whole 50 tokens to trade cards with Muscle Gorilla, just to defeat the loner wolf. Huh? Before, Mr. Policeman said he didn't have any tokens at the fourth trade, meow. Then he couldn't have traded Wolf. Didn't have tokens, Wolf, so he couldn't do the fourth trade, meow.
But Kyutaro could have, if he wasn't unconscious.
But I can't imagine Mr. Policeman would lie about this, meow.
And so in the fourth trade, Keiji Shinogi and Kyutaro Hamburger traded for cards? Why can't you make a proper trade, Keiji Shinogi? What the heck is wrong with you? I mean, Keiji could do the trade himself, but,
is he panicking? He hasn't worked out his logic.
First, when Soul betrayed me with the sacrifice, I went stomping around in rage. Seeing you acting funny, Sarah, I was convinced sacrifice had moved to you. I wouldn't let it stand. I decided I'd knock him down and take my tokens back. Keiji noticed me then and came to talk. He persuaded me to give it up. Didn't know what Soul was thinking after all. So I trusted Keiji and had him take custody of all my remaining tokens.
All of them.
When I learned the sacrifice incident, I proposed to Kyutaro that we team up. That said, when I first spotted him, I just pacified him since he was pissed. But I ended up talking with Kyutaro and we fought things over. In the fourth trade, I traded my card with Kyutaro's Keymaster. But actually, I went and did this trade myself while Kyutaro was passed out. Seems Kyutaro figured it out during the main game and was able to put the story together. It's all owed to the power of that card, even my noticing of Kyutaro's Keymaster.
Well, damn.
Did I say anything strange? Cause you know something was up with me and it gave you all my tokens. Sure enough, seems like I got knocked out and taken out in advance.
Alright, so conflict. Gonna do a fourth trade, but he was given all of the tokens from Kyutaro.
You gave him all your tokens, meow?
Sure did. It seems like that landed way outside So's ballpark.
Shut up! Don't insinuate that I'm not the 4D chess player that I am.
Running out of leeway, are we? I still got doubts. Can't be convinced of just that. After all, Keiji, why were you able to know about Kyutaro having the Keymaster? Isn't the only way to do that during the main game? Isn't the only way to do that during the main game with Visage's power of clairvoyance? Huh. So you still don't know. Okie dokie, let's resume the discussion. Because Kyutaro now has the Sage, so if Keiji had traded with him, could he have potentially gotten the Sage at some point? Oh, music. We were able to extract a new statement from So. I just have to keep going. Seeing through to who the Keymaster is, isn't the only way to do that during the main game with Sage's power of clairvoyance? Now a question is, how did he end up with the Sage? Brain is not sure yet, but let's try conflicting these statements. Power of that card, you don't mean... Yeah, Visage's clairvoyance, of course. Visage could use clairvoyance even outside the main game? That's what the tablets are for. You intentionally didn't mention it! Unraveled all the mysteries now? It should prove it. Mr. Policeman used clairvoyance to see Kyutaro's Keymaster. Then I made the 4th trade to swap Kyutaro's Keymaster and my Sage. How did he end up with the Sage, though? Because let's see. First trade was him giving Sarah the Keymaster. Sarah gave him a commoner in return. Then the second trade was... Oh, maybe that's when he got the Sage? Wait, what do we know about the second trade? The second trade we know is when Kyutaro ended up with the sacrifice card. We don't know who traded that to him, I don't think. And then the third trade was us getting the sacrifice from Kyutaro, and he got our Keymaster. So yeah, is it possible that there was like a simultaneous trade that's not accounted for? I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. Convinced of your victory earlier, you confessed. I'm a commoner. Oh! Any other questions? No, there's something odd about Keiji's story. It'll become clear if I look back at the trades so far. Yeah, about how the Sage, he got it. The card I first got was a commoner. Keiji was the Keymaster. And it was in the first trade, Keymaster was sent to me and my commoner to Keiji. Smooth music. Next, the second trade. Sacrifice went to Kyutaro and his commoner went to someone else. Next, the third trade. So initiated trade with that sent the sacrifice and me the sacrifice and Kyutaro the Keymaster. And the fourth trade. The Keymaster went to Keiji and the Sage to Kyutaro. But where'd he get that Sage card? Part of that strange, sure enough, it's the Sage card. Sage is out of place. Keiji should have been a commoner the whole time. So why did Keiji have the Sage at the time of the fourth trade? That must mean Keiji's first. He's lying about having Sage now. Keiji's first card wasn't... Well, it can't be that one, because we literally got his Keymaster, so he's lying about having Sage now, but he's saying... Kyutaro was the one saying he's got Sage now. Oh, we'll go with that one. No, that's not it. Oh, so are we saying that there was... No? Keiji was able to see that Kyutaro had a Keymaster. So it's true that he had a Sage, but trades still don't make sense. First card being the Keymaster, that was a lie. So was there a trade before that we somehow weren't alerted to? Or... Keiji had a Sage from the beginning, then... Oh, because he can trade... Okay, alright, I get it now. So he used the Sage, he did the divination. He's like, okay, this person has the Keymaster. I'll say that I'm the Keymaster and do a trade of Sarah, but really he traded 2 other people's cards. So that we'd have the Keymaster and believe him. So, okay. I get it now. And so, his clairvoyance let him see who had the Keymaster from the beginning, too. Which is why in the first trade, he could make me and the person with the Keymaster trade. But, if he did that,
Hasn't he been lying to me this whole time? Bruh.
Are you really going to vote for So?
Now?
Something's not right. We should discuss this a little more.
Stop it, aren't you a candidate? You won't have to get picked.
I'm afraid too, but I just got a weird feeling. Are we sure So is really a commoner and that Keiji is the Keymaster?
Now.
Well, at this point, I do know, because I remember from when I first played, I do know that now is without a doubt the sacrifice. So I think what she's saying has something to do with that. Sure, something's odd.
You're exactly right. There are still mysteries remaining. In the 5th trade, why did someone trade for the sacrifice I had?
And the other party was a commoner. This isn't a problem we can ignore.
Yeah, Meow. This 5th trade. We should talk about it some, Wolf.
If by any chance we pick the sacrifice, we're done for, you know.
We shouldn't need any more discussion.
Keiji? Digging up old conclusion is just gonna make us more lost. It's your turn to die, so... that's how this'll end.
No. We can't do that, Keiji. As long as we have time, we should seek the truth.
Alright. Let's do it. We'll discuss the roles of the four who were in the final vote.
Oh boy. Oh man. Big music.
There's someone who moved Sarah's sacrifice via the 5th trade.
Keiji Shinogi is the Keymaster. Sacrifice should be So Connor now, yes?
Is the loner really a commoner, Meow? Should we believe that, Wolf?
It's alright. So was convinced the whole time that Sarah traded away the sacrifice. In other words, Connor and now, which of them would have the sacrifice? I don't believe it. Keiji and Kitaro are lying.
Is the policeman really the Keymaster? Isn't there something strange here? Is there any possibility that his Keymaster was sent somewhere else at some point?
Kitaro's sage power should let him see that Keiji's the Keymaster.
Then, is the possibility 0? Is the loner really a commoner, Meow? Should we believe that, Wolf? What if it's all the loner lying, Wolf?
Well,
I mean, we know the loner, him not being able to refute anything is weird, Meow. Could it be he's actually accomplices with the Bucket Girl and putting on an act, Meow?
Keiji Shinogi is the Keymaster. The sacrifice should be So Connor now, yes? So Hiyori's unrest is genuine. Was it Kana Kizuchi? I don't believe it. Keiji and Kitaro are lying. Damn it.
So isn't seeming very persuasive at all.
So was convinced the whole time that Sarah traded away the sacrifice. Has to say, So fell for Keiji's trick. The location of the sacrifice, or any other card, he didn't know one lick about the truth. He'd stolen my tablet when he knocked me out. Maybe he could have learned my card. But I kept it on me at all times to avoid just that. Kept it tucked beneath my clothes.
Then whose tablet do we have right now?
So didn't have a chance to do tomfoolery. He's a commoner.
His tablet, huh?
Kept my tablet on me at all times. Look it, see? I got my tablet right here. Proof it wasn't stolen.
What tablet do we have?
Connor now. Which of them would have the sacrifice? It's just painful to think it over anymore. Vote for So. Let's end this, Sarah.
Tablets you can use to check your roll card. Found it next to pass out Kitaro in the rubble room. Alright, what is this? You got any ideas, cutie? Kitaro, you're saying you had your tablet on you at all times, yes?
Yup, take a look, it's right here.
And when you woke up, where was it? Oh. Huh? Okay, so he isn't even aware that this isn't his original tablet.
On the table in the Last Supper room. On the table? It's like, wait a fucking second.
I'd call that being off you, meow!
As I thought, the tablet Kyutaro has now is a spare. This tablet I picked up was lying near you when you were passed out.
What'd you say?
I would assume this is Kyutaro's original tablet. The question is, why was it on the floor? Sleepily discarded it. So took it. It's because So took the tablet from Kyutaro.
Whoa.
But they're locked by fingerprints, Woof.
Sure, but while near him, he could bypass that by simply pressing the thing to Kyutaro's finger to it. And so we arrive at an outrageous truth.
What do you mean by that?
Depending on when So looked at the tablet, he might have seen through our entire strategy.
What?
The worst time for it would be after the fourth trade. That's when Kyutaro was the sage and I had the Keymaster. If he saw the tablet then, he could use Kyutaro's sage power to also know that I was the Keymaster.
So, has So just been acting fooled?
God damn, this motherfucker. Just class A actor, this man.
Shoot, you got me.
Or not. Wonder if I'm acting right now. Or maybe I'm telling the truth. I don't know. It'd be funny if he wasn't acting up to that point and they gave him the out of like, he's been acting this whole time. He's like, yeah, I've been acting this whole time. I still got plans. So, what the fuck is wrong with you? Not good. Now there's the possibility that So has to sacrifice.
It's not good. We shouldn't vote for So Hiyori.
Guess not. You can vote for Kana or Miss Now, Kana or Miss Now, whichever you like.
Why you?
Well then, let's resume the discussion, guys. We'll discuss who it's safe to vote for. Is there a cat scratching at my door? You want to sit on my lap? Meow. That's a good boy.
We gotta find the one with the least chance of having sacrifice. So Hiyori must be avoided at all costs. We don't know what he's thinking.
We don't know what the fuck's going on with him.
But between Bucket Girl and Big Sis Now, is there really any difference, Woof?
You need a certain amount of tokens to take the sacrifice from Sarah in the fifth trade.
All I can think of is tokens, meow. Bucket Girl had a lot, and Big Sis Now only had a little, Woof. What do we do now, meow?
Yeah. Tokens.
So Hiyori must be avoided at all costs, but we don't know what he's thinking. We just have to choose now. Between Now and Kana. Gotta find the one with the least chance of having sacrifice. But I don't know the aim of the one who did the trade. What possibilities are there?
If you consider the token amount, because token counts, you'll get your answer. Yeah. Kinda had cash and Now didn't. Like Gin says, Now hardly had any tokens. Surely she couldn't have been the one to take the sacrifice from Sarah.
Then, is Now the one with the least likelihood?
Well, wait, please. This isn't right. Big Sis Now.
Least likelihood? Are you going to kill me with such vague reasoning? Please, have another discussion. You're right. We can't end this discussion.
What are you saying?
I just remembered something. There was a way anyone could get tokens. Miss Sarah, you know it too, don't you? A way for anyone to get tokens from Rekko's body by trading someone. Rekko's body didn't have any tokens when we checked it, so there is a possibility that someone had been taking them before. Oh, and who was there? It was Now. Now was there by stealing tokens from Rekko's body. I knew you could do it.
Big Sis Now won't do such a thing, meow.
But it's true. When I checked the body, the tokens were already gone. And now is closely inspecting the Room of Lies. Nah, it ain't just now who could have done it. Couldn't any of us have gotten those tokens? In other words, everyone has the potential to possess the sacrifice. It all ends with a game of trust. And that last action is going to be the key. What were each of us doing at the time of the 5th trade?
As in... just before the main game started, Woof.
Hope you can find the sacrifice. So you crazy son of a bitch. Good. We have to determine based on So, Kana, and Nao's actions at the time of the 5th trade.
I was sitting on the stairs, thinking back on everything that had happened.
I was on the laptop in the winner's room the whole time. Can you believe that? In order to make the trade, they'd have to, well, maybe not have to use the phone in there. They could have gone back, huh? Which now could have done, because when we went back down the stairs, now wasn't down the stairs anymore.
Kana wasn't really doing anything, just wandering off absent-mindedly.
Did anybody see what the 3 were doing? I was moving rubble with Keiji Shinogi. I didn't see what those 3 were up to.
I was searching all by myself to see if there were any other exits, meow. I didn't see those 3, meow. Sorry, Woof.
Come to think of it, didn't you tell me you found something while searching?
Meow? Yeah. There was a smartphone on the stairs, Woof.
What?
But it wouldn't even make calls. It was useless for escape, meow.
Smartphone on the stairs.
Is that useful for anything, meow?
You mean moving rubble with Keiji Shinogi? I didn't see what those 3 were up to. I rested not for a second while removing the debris. All I can prove is Keiji Shinogi's alibi.
I was sitting on the stairs thinking back on everything that happened. The hope of escape had vanished. I couldn't even stand up. Everything I'm saying is true. Sarah, please, save me.
I was on the laptop in the winter room the whole time. Will you believe that? There was also a ring-up box right in front of me. What do you think, Miss Sarah? Can't take So's claims seriously, because this motherfucker don't know when to quit. Did anybody see what the 3 were doing? If only I hadn't passed out.
Kana wasn't really doing anything, just wandering absent-mindedly.
Kana, why aren't you speaking? Question? You hiding something, Kana? Come to think of it, I feel like you were the only one I didn't see around then. Really, where were you?
I was looking for something I dropped.
The phone? Something she dropped. You have to determine based on So, Kana, and Nao's actions at the time of the 5th trade. Friendly policeman was shoving aside rubble. I don't know a thing.
I was looking for something she dropped, and I wasn't able to find it in the end. We just ran out of time.
Alright, conflict these statements. Kana, was it a smartphone you lost?
How did you know?
Sure enough. But it's the same smartphone I found in Kana's first trial room. Again, tell me, where did you pick that up?
It was a ways down the stairs, meow.
How clumsy. She must have just dropped it while we were all climbing the stairs, surely. I see, that's not it. Are you protecting Kana? That's not it. Think back for me. When we were climbing the stairs, So and Kana were walking in front. She had dropped a phone, then everyone should have noticed. In short, this was only dropped after we all climbed up to the exit. Kana dropped it while descending the stairs. So shook. But with the way he's so amazing at lying, how can we know if he's truly shook or not? What did she descend for? Why did you try to hide this, Kana?
Because Big Sis Sarah, there's a message on this phone, meow.
Right, that's what Kana's sister... Huh? It's a different message. Thank you. I love you, sister. Now it's Kana's turn to protect her big sister. Because that's how Kana can atone. Vis.
Please, give it back.
Hold on. Did you write Vis, Kana? But Kana's big sister is already dead. Could it be Vis' sister in this message is... No way. Sarah. Her sister in heaven. Surely not. Is that right, Kana? Your sister here is me?
Yes. I know it's strange, but Kana, you're...
So you wanted to save Sarah that much?
Yes.
Hey, Kana. Was it you who traded away Sarah's sacrifice? To avoid using the ring-up box in the winner's room, you returned to the 3rd floor to trade. Hey now, you're talking like Kana's... Are you saying she took the sacrifice to protect Sarah? That's... so... It's inconceivable. No, I don't want to conceive of it. Deny it, Kana. What worthless reasoning. That's all a load of...
No, it's all correct.
You idiot, don't say anything!
Kana did the 5th trade. She won't hide the truth anymore.
Kana did it. She really did it to protect me. She took the sacrifice for herself. Now, I do not remember this development at all. My brain remembers that Now Without a Doubt had the sacrifice card. So it's making me wonder, what is correct? My shoddy memory or this happening right here? Because this could easily be another ploy from So to make it so that Kana does not get voted for. But if that's the case, then that leaves like either him or Now to get voted for, and if Now has a sacrifice card, that just leaves So to get voted for. And that's also what I remember, is that the choice at the end here is, do we keep So or do we keep Kana? I remember that there's nothing we can do for Now. Now is dead, so that just makes me very curious about this development here, because again, I don't remember this. This is just the worst outcome. Such foolishness. So, you caught on at some point, didn't you? That's why you were trying to move the votes toward Kana. Shut up. Since there is no other way for Kana to survive.
Please wait! Will you listen carefully to what Kana has to say? With the 5th trade, Kana switched the card and her card and Sarah's card.
And So said, he gave that like weird little foreshadow thing. It was like, about all I can do right now is change the cards or something like that. So it would be weird if he said that and like nothing came of it. So maybe he kind of did initially do a trade where she would have the sacrifice, but then So did something, but made the sacrifice go on to Now.
When she knew escape wasn't possible anymore, she had no idea what to do. Then she looked at the phone. Seeing her sister's words calmed her heart, and she came to despise herself for not being able to do anything. This whole time, Kana had just kept betraying her sister, the others, Sarah. She just had a feeling that So had sent the sacrifice to Sarah. Kana doesn't get the complicated trade talk. She can't even reason out who gave who what. Even so, she was certain of just one thing. 'Cause Sarah's so kind, she couldn't trade with sacrifice to anyone.
Kana. It's because I didn't have the money.
Kana. She didn't want to let Sarah die. And also, she didn't want to make So a murderer. That seemed more painful than her own death. So she traded her commoner for Sarah's sacrifice.
Kana.
But
Disclosure. Commoner.
the card she received was a commoner.
What? What's going on here, Kana? Oh man, freaking love this song. Oh, it's so good. Any music that's like the equivalent of like, I don't know, something shouting in your ears, I'm all for it. Oh, so good.
Kana doesn't understand either. She's sure she traded cards with Sarah, but it wasn't the sacrifice.
Unthinkable. What is Kana saying?
It's all true. Please believe me.
At any rate, we just have to talk about Kana's statement. Oh, it's so good. What is on my wall? It's some sort of bug. It's like a beetle of some sort. Alright, well, I guess I can go ahead and crawl around there, whatever.
I can't believe Bucket Girl Wolf. She's lying to try and confuse us, Meow.
Well, maybe Kana just messed up who she was trading with or something. Some unique situation that caused the world to just disappear. Is that possible, I wonder? It was a machine error. Maybe the tablet broke and the trade went wrong.
Don't tell me. I wonder if So hacked the roll cards themselves.
I don't know what to believe. I can't see through to the truth in their hearts right now. Oh, there he is. So we might just have to find the objective truth. And we'll find that objective truth in the next episode. So I hope to see you then. Bye.
Meow meow.